Hey guys, today is what is it? Oh, it's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday and my boss texted me last minute yesterday that we are having a mandatory meeting at the office, and I work from home, so I have to go all the way to Burbank, and I'm on the west side, and it's like I don't feel like driving that far, but whatever. It's mandatory and it's only for like an hour, so it's traffic right now. It's at 10:30. The meeting is at 10:30, so it's like major traffic. It's always major traffic on the 405, but whatever. I have to go, and I'm on a diet and I didn't have time to make my breakfast, so I'm going to eat my lunch, which I had made yesterday, which was chicken breast and rice. So I'm gonna have that now, and I'm just hoping that they don't have any donuts at work, because I know that I will eat one and I don't want to. But yeah, that's what I have to do. And then I have a doctor's appointment I have to go and get checked on, because I just kept forgetting to make my postpartum appointment, and I'm barely going, and my daughter's already 2 months. The meeting went not so well, but it went okay. I can't talk about it yet because I am still employed by them. So yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I went to the Sprint store because I bought a tile, and I was gonna make a review about it. I was gonna make a review video about it, but this is the only time that I had to return it, so I just went ahead and I returned it because it's not useful. I can't use the towel because I wanted to use it so that I can put it on my son for when we go to Disneyland, but it only tracks up to 100 feet. So if the worst case scenario, he gets abducted, however you say that word. If he gets, if someone takes him, then I don't know, like, they can run with him, or of course they can't, like, I don't know, in whatever situation that he may be in, then, you know, he would probably be a little, like, if it's too late for me to track him, then the tile is no use for me because it only tracks up to 100 feet. Yeah, up to 100 feet. So that would be like, I don't know, Google it. But see, the thing is that, like, I know that a lot of people may think, like, at first when I would talk to my boyfriend about Roman he could be kidnapped or whatever situation that we could be in, he looks at me like I'm a crazy mom. But see, here's the thing, is that I almost experienced a kidnap myself when I was 6. So, you know, if you guys want me to talk about that, I know there's like a, you know, story time and whatever, and people talk about situations that they've been in or whatever story, you know. So I know firsthand how easy and how fast that can happen, because I was with my dad. My dad thought I was holding onto his back pocket, but I wasn't. So, and then some couple took me, you know, and whatever. So I know that these things can happen. So that's why my son is a year and a half, but we're gonna go to Disneyland pretty soon. So I don't want to lose him. He runs, you know, and he's a good runner. He runs fast, and at whatever second I turn around, he can just run the other way, because that's what he does. He thinks it's funny. So I don't want anything bad to happen, and I need to get a tracker. So I was looking online, and I saw some, like, watch trackers, and among some other things that I also saw. But I thought to myself, like, wow, the tile is cheap. It was only $24.99, and I'm like, and it's small, and I could just tie it, or I could just sew it onto his pants so that you can't see it. Because if there's a person out there who steals kids, they know about trackers, you know, I'm sure, because if they do this there's some people who actually kidnap for a living. So, you know, it's scary. It's a scary world. but it just didn't work out for me because it doesn't go no more than 100 feet. And what it does is that it will notify you where the tile is. That's only if a user of a tile picks it up. So not a lot of people have tiles, and that's one thing that also, like, I'm not gonna wait around for someone to pick up the location of my tile when not a lot of people are using the tile, because I tested it out one time. I left it at home and I went to the park with my son, and I left the tile at home and I tried to track it, and I waited to see if someone that passed by in a car or whatever could pick up my tile, but they didn't. So so that's why for me, that one time that it just didn't work out, I just said, you know what, it's not good for putting on a child. But if tile did come up with some device like that, that would be so awesome. Whoa, somebody just dropped a whole pizza on the middle of the street. Anyways, now I'm on my way to my doctor's appointment. This is my postpartum appointment that I am going late to, because I was supposed to go after a month, but then I kept forgetting, so I'm barely going. And now Romy is 2 months. She's 2 months today. So I'm just going now. But yeah, I am done with my doctor's appointment, and now I am gonna stop by the Coffee Bean. Woo! I'm gonna get a Black Forest original size with whipped cream, of course, or else what's the point of having a Frappuccino? So it would have been a really nice day for the beach today, but I'm tired. I get so tired out of anything now. I get so tired, and I have like no energy to even go to the mall. I don't really have money, so. But you know what? I think I find much more joy like going on the internet and shopping on the internet than I do going to the mall. Isn't that weird? I just need the energy for it. That's it. But yeah, I'm done with the doctor. He told me everything is fine. I can exercise and stuff because I had a vaginal birth, so you know, I'm totally good. I had a fibroid, and he said that he didn't feel it anymore, so it's a uterine fibroid, so it must have shrunk, which is pretty awesome.
Welcome to Coffee Bean Tea Leaf. Anthony, so you know I can help you today.
Let me have an original Black Forest with whipped cream.
Regular Black Forest with whipped cream?
Yeah.
Of course. Anything else I can get for you today, miss?
That's it.
Fantastic. Your order will be at the window.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, you too. Oh, may I have a sleeve? Thanks. I got my car back in 2006. That was 11 years ago. I got it on July 2006, so that was 11 years ago. And of course, back in the days, we had electrical cars. No duh, 2006, right? But this woman who sold me this car was like, she was trying to see if I approved. And I didn't, of course. So I had to get somebody to put the car under their name, because I didn't have good credit. So, well, I didn't have any credit. So it's really important that you get credit and that you maintain good credit. But so my auntie got the car for me. And so, I mean, you know, that was like the nicest thing for her to do, for her to like completely trust me with a completely like new car out of the shop, out of like a dealership. So I got this car, and then the lady that sold it to me sold me the cheapest one that they had, which is a Nissan Sentra. Nissan Sentra, and not electrical. So I'm always like, alright, so now, oh my gosh, I'm doing so much today. Thank God to my mom. Thank God. Thank God to my mom. She's taking care of my kids so that I can do all these things. Anyways, I'm headed to Santa Monica College because I'm taking online courses. I'm taking some computer classes. So I need to go in and fill out some paperwork for my for the fall class that I'm taking. I forgot the name of the course. So bad. I took one already, which was like beginning to computers, like the beginning of like to computers. It just showed you what everything was, which is like a review of things that I already know. But of course it was mandatory that I take that so that I can move on to, so I could take other classes. Because that was one course that I needed to take so that I could take some other ones that I need to take in the future. So I took, so I need to go and fill out some paperwork so that I can take my second course. And I'll list it down in the description box to let you guys know what course that is. Oh my gosh. Last time I was at SMC that I took a class here, they didn't have this building. It's crazy how much has changed. Last time I took an in-campus class was like back in I believe 2007. I think that was 10 years ago. So that was a total fail because there was a huge line. Okay, there is a huge line, and I can't wait in that line. It was too long. Shit, there's so much traffic. There's so much traffic now. Oh my goodness. Anyways, that line was too big. I asked one of them how long it was taking. They're like, oh, they said it was taking too long. So I have to try and see what I can do online. So hopefully I don't lose my class.